In an emotional interview on Channel 7 Sunday night, the grieving father opened up about Australia's worst mass shooting since the Port Arthur massacre. Aaron explained the circumstances he believes led his former father-in-law, a picture of a family funeral service for Peter and Cinda Miles, Katri, Na, Tay, Rylan, Ari and Caden, Peter Miles, to kill his family. Picture, Colin Murty. The Australian source, News Corporation Australia. Tay, 13, Rylan, 12, A. Year 10 and Caden, 8. Their mother Katrina Miles and grandmother Cinda Miles were all found murdered in their beds at home in Osmington, a rural rank Ion near Margaret River in Western Australia. Mr. Cockman described the heartbreaking moment he found out his children were dead. "I'm working on a job site, and I just looked at my phone and I hear this message from the police saying, 'Can we talk to you?'" His colleagues learned of the news on the radio and asked if he had heard that 4 kids and 3 adults had died. Aaron Cockman reveals the devastating moment he learned his kids were dead. Picture, Sunday night. Channel 7 source supplied. "My heart just dropped," he said, "and I said, yeah, I think that's my kids. I said, I've got the police coming here now. I still can't believe that this is even happening," Mr. Cockman said. The once perfect family began to crumble under the pressure of a custody dispute, the suicide of Katrina's brother Sean, and life-threatening diagnosis of her other brother Neil. But Mr. Cockman said the trouble really began when his wife moved in with her parents. "The children started to be groomed to hate us and to hate Aaron," said Mr. Cockman's mother, Kim, "and that was wicked." Mr. Cockman said the dispute over care of the children came at a cost, causing strain on both families. Meanwhile, neighbor Felicity Haynes said Peter Miles was being treated for depression. It was known that he was seeking psychological help and psychologists had prescribed antidepressants. She said Cinda Miles was showing this strain when she returned for visiting her son Neil in hospital and had said there were other things happening at home. Picture, supplied. Source supplied. "I do think she was referring to the fact that Peter was being fairly irrational now," Ms. Haynes said. The bizarre suicide note left by Peter Miles. Mr. Cockman thinks his former father-in-law killed his family to solve the problem surrounding the shared care of the children. Mr. Cockman's mother believes Mr. Miles killed the kids so they couldn't be with Aaron. A brief, bizarre suicide note left by Mr. Miles. Read, ex-husband Aaron Cockman to have house content. Peter Miles, "If anything positive is to come from this devastating situation, Mr. Cockman hopes it's that family courts will make quicker decisions and there will be easier ways for court orders to be enforced. As he is convinced it was the long, drawn-out court battle that led to Mr. Miles' demise. I'm going to put all my effort into that," Mr. Cockman said. "I've got nothing else now." Readers seeking support and information about suicide prevention can contact Lifeline on November 13, 14. Suicide callback survey. C 1300 659 467. Note left during Margaret River murder-suicide revealed 053. The note left behind by Peter Miles has revealed a possible motive for why he murdered his family at Margaret River. Courtesy, Sunday night, June 17, 20,183 days ago. Display newscorpaustralia.com/web/news network/network news in. Agenal/